hear you. Do you hear me?
Right. Yeah. How are you doing?
Yeah, fine. How are you?
Great. Yeah, so we're waiting for the experts and for the second startup that's going to pitch today. And we will start very soon.
Who
You
will
ready?
be first? I or the second one?
Yeah, I think you will be the first,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Do you usually switch? I mean, in terms of who's presenting?
Not really. I mean, usually Vasily do, but like
For
only
you just to
ready to
do
pitch
some
the
training.
president. Yeah, that's
Okay. Awesome.
yeah, and he like even like without it, he's quite like busy right now because he's on some sort of vacation with family and have no like quite good connection.
Okay, I see. Well, good for you. No. Oh, here he is. Okay.
I prefer to stay behind the scene.
Behind the scene. Well, it's something like living your comfort zone, you know. Have a silly. Yeah, we're being live streamed, by
Hey
the
guys.
way. I think, let me check. Yeah, we are. Hey guys, those who just joined. Nice to see you.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Oh,
Nice to see everyone joining.
Hey Vadim, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you guys soon.
It's been what, two months, right? I think we last saw each other in August. In July even.
More or less.
In August, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great time actually.
No, yeah, it was. Hello, Nikita. Hello, Anna. Can you hear us? Yeah, thanks for joining. Hey.
Hi.
Can you hear us? Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I can
good.
hear you.
Great. Yeah, so we are already on live stream on LinkedIn. So let's just wait a couple more minutes for Konstantin to join and we will be ready to kick off. Or he is. Okay, awesome.
Sounds good.
Hello, Konstantin.
Yeah, hi there.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks. And you?
Awesome. Actually, well, ready to kick off because everyone is here already. From what I understand, yes. And we're being recorded and live streamed, so everything is ready. Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to XFounders feedback session. So today we will hear two pitches. So two startups will be pitching in live stream in front of our three amazing experts who I will introduce you in a couple of minutes. So basically what we're doing today is part of our main activity at XFounders community. So we launched an online track that prepares you for fundraising in a very fast and effective way. And so because we understand that feedback is something that is really lacking in the market, we designed this track to give you all the value we can. So a lot of educational materials and then these feedback sessions that ultimately get you ready for the pitch hour. That is, guys, basically your next step. And so, yeah, today we will hear the pitches of two new members of our community. You already know some other people from there. And we will be hearing actually open, very sincere, uncensored feedback from our three fantastic experts today. So let me give a brief introduction for every of you. So Anna, let's start with you. Anna is product marketing manager at Gan.ai, San Francisco-based startup backed by Sequoia. So Anna has been an active contributor to XFounders. He delivered an absolutely fantastic session on value proposition during our bootcamp, which left everyone super satisfied and happy. Anna, thank you very much for joining. How are you doing today?
Great, thanks so much for introduction. Yeah, looking forward to hearing the pitches.
So are you gonna view the pitches from the marketing point of view, or like what is your
focus?
Mostly
from go-to-market and marketing strategy.
Okay, cool. Okay, next up is Nikita Zaverskiy, analyst at xCrypto VC. Nikita also participated in the bootcamp, giving his valuable feedback on the pitches. Nikita, thank you very much for being with us today. If you want, just a few words about you, your mood, whatever.
Yeah, I think basically that's it. Senior analyst in xCrypt.Capital. Nothing to say.
Great. Okay. So, and last but not least is our amazing Konstantin, our main expert in tokenomics, who delivered multiple sessions at the bootcamp and did a lot of one-to-ones with our startups. Konstantin, how are you, and what are you expecting from today's pitches?
I'm fine. As I say, I don't have any expectations. It just will be how it be. So I'm just totally open to whatever guys are you ready to show us.
Okay,
So,
okay, cool.
yeah,
So let's see.
Starting point.
Yeah, let's see what the guys have prepared for us. So just a few words like on the guidelines and the rules for today's event. So basically, as I said, this session will be essential to gather feedback from our experts, from the tokenomics point of view, from the marketing point of view, from just general feedback as well before the pitch hour, right? And because today we only have 2 presenters, we will have enough time for both of you guys, which is super good news. So we basically have an hour, well, already 55 minutes, which means that you'll have 3 minutes per pitch, and then around 20 minutes for the feedback and questions. So yeah, I mean, experts will give any thoughts on any aspect of your deck. Please bear in mind that you need to present in a proper way, right? So your presentation skills are also assessed and are also crucial. So I suggest we start with our first founder, who is Aller, with their project Tookey.io. So Aller, please start sharing your screen. And once you're ready, I will set up a timer for 3 minutes.
One, two, three. Do you hear me?
Yeah, you can start. Yeah, please start.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Hello. Tookey is here. Where I began over a year ago as a wallet management infrastructure. Rocket? Not really, but let me share a story of what we learned. Operations are a bit of crypto. Problem is you could execute a manual operation are inefficient, technically challenging, and Euro-pro. On end of the day, you need 200K to hire a developer. This might sound expensive, but it's in line with industry standard. In September, over 45 million was allocated for dev salaries and took 47 of all job posts. Interview developers shared. Devs spend 12 plus hours a week on non-core tasks like marketing, community engagement, and analytics. Here Tookey come in. As a non-code platform designed for setting up operations without need for coding skills, we provide access to over 100 Web2 and Web3 apps and support blockchains such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, and ICP. Our market is huge. Unlike other Web3 and automation softwares, Gelato and Chainlink, Tookey is aimed to non-coders. It makes our market at least 1,500 times larger. While Greenery offers something similar, it relies on Zapier, which makes Web2 connections pricey. Moreover, Greenery, ChainJet, Outerbridge don't allow transaction signing, so it is read-only, not write to a blockchain. We have made our closed beta public. It's a first step to paid version. In 2 days, without marketing budget, we attract over 40 users. By the weekend, we're aimed for 500 plus users on our platform. Our strategy is focused on specific market segment. Insight from closed beta revealed what token communities are in ideal initial target. We are launching 22 airdrop campaigns for our token, providing templates for others to follow. This approach promotes our growth, but also benefits others. Besides grid-led growth, we onboarded a paid customer, what gives us 15K per month for automation fired to crypto operations. Our team is the backbone of Tookey. There are 12 of us, led by a core team of 3. Alex Denisov in charge of product. I am co-founder. Vasily Shilov is responsible for business, analyze our growth strategies. 3 advisors from Polkadot, Ethereum Foundation, and Internet Computer. We're happy to onboard our 6 contractors for full time. To scale, we have built a token economy, endorsed by the Research Hub, Token Engineering Academy, and reviewed by Gan.ai. We're seeking for 1.125 million in our pre-seed funding to unlock crypto operations for the vast non-technical user market. So that's it.
Awesome timing. Yeah, you actually have 8 more seconds. Great. So, guys, who wants to start giving feedback or asking any questions, just feel free to start speaking.
Should I be the first one?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I have a few questions from venture side. The first one is, what's the market size of the whole area? We need to understand where are we going to, if it's a billion or 5 billion or 10 billion markets. Then you have to show what's the TAM, SAM, SOM numbers. What's the market share that you are going to make in a year, in 3 years, maybe in 5 years? That's not relevant. Could you show me the second slide, please?
This one?
Yeah. You should develop this slide because you show the numbers and that's good, but you don't show the whole picture of the market. I mean, you should state that there are, for example, 10,000 new projects every year, and you could take like 1,000 or 3,000 of them as clients. Also, you didn't specify what's the main audience of your project. I think all the investors should understand that it's B2B or retail or both. That should be specified. Could you show me the number 6, I think, slide, please? Yeah. Traction. Do you have any real pictures of what the service is? I mean, is it a platform or is it like a website, or what is it? How can I see what you've made?
So yeah, it's on the 3rd slide.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Maybe I should. Maybe I can ask some questions a bit later. Thank you.
May I double click on your question and feedback right now, or better to let everyone to proceed with the feedback?
Yeah,
you can do it now because we have enough time, I think. But just, I mean, be short anyway.
Yeah. So I will go from my perspective, most priority to list about target audience and target market. I see as at least engineer our software as some sort of unlocking technology. what make possible to set up operation for non-technical guy. But obviously we cannot go and like attract all possible profile of user, and we prioritize only one, such as like we have we got some insight from market, even like on the beer market, a lot of attention on some airdrop campaigns, on some community building stuff, and projects such as Galx, Quest, and Guild XYZ, and etc. got a lot of attention, a lot of user, and we plan to not like compete with them, but empower them by automated quest creation, by connection to their real data, not just like go and tweet our like media post, but also go and create some like meaningful, eligible action on the market. So, but if be honest, maybe that's not the best like appealing, but I have no clue how to quite proper approximate that market as a like addressable, because it's huge in the numbers, but real value is quite untransparent. I can say how much funds are spent during the week on all those platforms, for example, but like generally speaking, maybe the lack of analytics knowledge on my side, but if you can as an analytic tell me some like direction how to calculate target market, it will be awesome. About total market, it is capitalization of crypto, but I don't want to use it on our slide.
Well, you have to. The critical thing is that the bigger number you have, the better for you. Numbers are crucial, and pitches. Also, you should have at least one slide that's called use case scenarios, and you should explain that your product can do this, this, and that. Because when we read pitches, usually we do it like in 2-3 minutes, and we don't have time to fantasize, to develop what your thoughts in the pitch are. So you should explain it like to a 5-year-old kid, just to be clear. Also, another question, could you click on the slide with the team, please? Yeah. If there are any exits, especially of advisors in some projects, you should definitely state that, because venture capital likes that a lot. If there are some teammates that have had successful exits, that's amazing. If you don't, that's not important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
Great. Who is next? Anna, do you have any comments, questions?
Yeah, I can go next. Thanks so much for the presentation and the design. I think it looks good. In terms of the overall, like the major feedback is a little bit hard to understand who is this platform for. Essentially, you're saying yours is platform, but is it for B2B earlier stage projects, or who is it for? And that's how you can then continue your story on how the monetization works. Like, for example, there are like 1,000 new Web3 projects, and typically to hire a new Web3 developer, you need 200K, and that's like the market value. We can quickly help that number of like Web3 projects. Something like that is missing, I think, for the whole storytelling perspective. If you can maybe add on that, and that's how you can also explain your market size story, is that saying like, okay, we have that many like Web3 projects, we are covering this specific need. Instead of Zapier, you can do, and like secret sauce is like that you're specifically focusing on Web3. Is that the thing, right? It's like yeah. And maybe then the connection or the comparison with Zapier is not that clear. You should just have that comparison with Grindery, because I think the way you showed it was good, but I kind of like didn't understand the difference between you or like the more established company like Grindery is, right? Or Zapier. I think everyone knows Zapier. Maybe you should be like, I don't know, like explaining it more in that sense. So two things I would add a little bit more specific at who's your target audience? Is that non-technical founders, for example, non-technical Web3 founders, or it's Web3 companies that are looking to scale their integrations, and you can be that Zapier for Web3 companies, saving XX money on connecting to like different infrastructure. And yeah, use case I think would be a great example. Okay, this is like a typical company, and this is where we like work the best and the most. We're saving money on developers, and maybe probably the speed, right? Like security. What exactly are those maybe 2 or 3 things you do better than others? I think those 2 things would be great. Yeah. And for the market size, and I didn't see anything on the marketing side. I guess maybe like how do you find those potential customers? I mean, PR is great, and I got it once you launched your free tier. You got some initial free PR, but how do you plan on attracting that type of customers? Do you want to do events, or it's primarily like through communities, like through Discord and stuff, like social? I think that's something like a go-to-market strategy or a slide where you explain how would you keep attracting those companies, or like you're raising $1.1 million, and like how much of that will be allocated to marketing, or you don't want to spend on that at all. Yeah, so that's part is missing. Like, okay, you raise the money, what you're gonna do and how you're gonna attract your future customers.
Yeah, thank
Yeah, Aller, probably could you expand a bit on your go-to-market strategy? Because this is something that was indeed lacking.
Yeah, like just because we are already on a team slide, let me start from that direction. As you can see, we have Alex from Alchemy, and Alchemy is one of our like target partner. What we like want to integrate as a first-class citizen in our software, and one of our like go-to-market strategy is injection of our like easy to jump in technology to quite complex software such as Alchemy. For example, Alchemy has a webhooks. What as an engineer understand can help like mostly any project from EVM compatible like field, but they are quite hard to apply on the real needs. And we can provide like user interface to just pick some like events what you want to follow and be notified about new events, or make some side effects such as like airdrop some tokens or visualize them on a website and etc. So, and like it not maybe first, but one of the most promising way, and we're like onboarding build beer right now as a like test case of that. But like our core idea is providing way to earn through build over our software. So let people to create templates and use cases and promote them in like communities such as, okay guys, I have a like token tracker, let me implement it, and like show such as it's did by like Notion, by Bubble.io, all that building blocks for Web2, and we want to apply the same approach.
So I guess, yeah, maybe expanding on like that you're working on some of the strategic partnerships like Alchemy, and just adding how you're gonna scale that. Yeah, but months to explain it more clear. But yes, the slide or something is missing, maybe even on the fundraising slide. I'm like, okay, so how are you gonna spend those funds that you attract, and like what you're already working on in terms of go-to-market, like strategic partnerships that you explain. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Anna. Konstantin, would you also make some input?
Yeah, so from my side, I'm here a lot that I want to mention, but the general line, yes, for me, it's not enough in terms of actual orientation, especially if we're speaking about B2B. It's mostly about the exact use cases that's very clear, understandable. I have clear benefits for the for exact group, and here I'm more or less understand the product from upper level, but I don't understand if, for example, I have several products on my own and several that I'm advising in, and what type of product, on what stage, in what problems, in what cases that will be the good one that fit your products. It's totally not clear for me after the ending. I understand you're doing something great, that you can somehow give less checks for developing, and maybe in a faster time, but I don't know exact, not even the stage, not even the orientation of the product, what problem they're solving, and out of it, it might be from the market down or from this problem to the market. Yes, there is no connection for me as on the problem perspective as on the market. And ideal pitch for me that the storyline somehow connected from one to another. So I understand, oh yeah, really this problem exists. Oh really, I now, for example, I on this type of development I spent 200 in a year or something like this, and with your product I will spend 100. Oh, and less time. And such products of this type, of this stage, of this question that they have, there is, I don't know, 1,000 a year. So I understand the market. Well, we can state from the market. So we have the market, they have so many new products or some middle product that want to look for some ways of engagement or some kind of better development process inside. There is such amount of this market, such amount of this problem, and we can solve it like this. And it's done well, but the storyline is a little bit lost. And for me, as the guy who want to get some clearer messages, what are you presenting? What's the value I can get as an investor? It's not clear. I need to think over, I need to find out, I need to figure out. And yes, also like your burn rate, what's for what amount of time it will be enough for you to take this, what will be the next after this round, and how you will grow, what's the vision. And it's also like a little bit missing. So from general line, I feel it's very good preparation and something interesting. Somehow I feel it, but I don't like got the whole picture out of your pitch. So that's was business model also. Yes, but it's also might be out of the use case. So you show the use case, and when you show the scaling of this use case, how it's maybe scaled, this is already a business model. So so you show use case. Also, we can some kind of other streams, revenue streams that might be like this and this. Maybe with just like a frontline, not going deep in details here. Show one use case, like one of the main that you will be building in MVP, then in the nearest future. You show some more revenue streams and show what amount of cash it will be enough for you to get for what amount of revenue stream and for what amount of cash flow that you will get in, I don't know, next year or several months or whatever. This it's also, I need somehow to find out, ask question, think over. I don't get it. And one more, just on the team as we're standing here, I've remembered, it's just very, especially for B2B, logos of those some kind of advisors, products whom you're working with, just put it somewhere. So it's be well not to read the text or first like catch up the logo, some alchemy, some whatever, some well-known names, in Web3 or even Web2 or whatever, just to catch their attention and to look deeply. Well, they was working there, and this cover it okay. They probably can build this product that so they are arranging on this market with this business use cases and all by one. Power users, addressable market, again, stage of the exact product problem that is need to be solved. And out of it, open use case. That's it from my side.
Thank you very much, Konstantin. Aller, I'm afraid we won't have just the same amount of time for you to answer or give your input. So just, be very brief if you have a couple of really important points, and then let's move to the next presenter.
Just because like three of you tell me I need to be more precise about like target audience, and I can tell like about like more about my initial target audience, what I mentioned as like token communities. What do you think if I will present it not from like, okay, we have a market strategy, but here's a like practical use case, what make like just social numbers to eligible users and how to done it that makes sense, such as like, okay, we have a 40 users, what I mentioned it like in 2 days, but I can tell that's not just like 40 on the Discord, it's like 40 automation flows created. And that kind of like how to attract key performance indicators with a Tookey, with like some pre-deployed templates. And what do you think?
I think if I may add, I think everybody knows that you need developers, you need integrations, and developers are expensive. They're 200K and even more, depending on geography, right? So instead of like, maybe you can start a story, okay, we just launched, we already attracted 40 integrations, and a typical use case for us will be this. We are building like this integration 3 times faster and cheaper than Zapier for Web2. We can do any integration for Web3. And like a typical use case is this. It costs this amount and it's cheaper, or it costs this and that. I think would be good, and this way you already attracting that you have attraction. There is a technical helping companies, and they pay you, and their average amount will be this. And there is a big market for applications that need your help, and they're like X companies that are looking, and then you can multiply and show the addressable market. I would frame the story this way, because you're getting to your traction on the slide number 4, and we're already kind of losing the story when we hear about like expensive developers on the slide number 2. We know that they're freaking expensive. It's hard to find them. That's how I would add.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, awesome. So we resolved it. So we designed a new story, which is great. So Aller, I hope it was useful. So let's see how exactly you will improve your deck after all these comments. Thank you so much. So shall we move to our second presenter? Vadim, you're very welcome. So Vadim will present the project CoinSender. So once you're ready, I will set the timer.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, all good.
Okay, perfect. So, hi everyone. My name is Vadim. I'm with CoinSender team, and we're building an application that is a token management and distribution tool. We help businesses pay salaries in crypto. This is the main problem that we solve. For the enterprise market domain, we automate crypto and fiat accounting, while for Web3 domain, we provide key features like multi-address transactions, scheduled payments, recurrent payments, coins and NFTs, no code creation, and way more. For example, Average 1,000 employees crypto payroll takes about 100 hours and $6,000, while with CoinSender, you can do the same at 3 minutes and $3 cost. So CoinSender is covering a variety of use cases, not only enterprise accounting, crypto payroll, and token drops, but also NFT batch transactions for game guild participants, affiliate marketing payouts, distribution of NFT event tickets, PO-apps, and much more. In terms of competition, covering both Web2 and Web3 domains demands, CoinSender is best of both worlds, bringing advantage and power of blockchain to solve regular accounting problems for businesses at any scale, basically. The product itself, the platform, is divided into pieces. The first one is Web3 users focused, which operates by commission model. It's already actively used now by a lot of our partners doing quests, airdrops, paying salaries, and more for decentralized foundations. And this already generates particular income. And at the same time, for enterprise domain, traditional accounting, we are launching advanced features available by the subscription model, which is a longer-term goal, but has just as much potential. For today, we hold amazing metrics like reaching top 5 in Double Down Question. We have 300,000 on-chain transactions and even more. Great network of Web3 partners and supporters. Our key achievement for long term is actually releasing an SAP store, which we're actively working on already. This is extension application shop for users of #1 enterprise management solution that is called SAP. And this gives us only one simple step to integrate us with 400,000 plus SAP clients from enterprise accounting domain that process payroll on a regular basis and who are our potential clients, in fact. At the same time, we're lucky enough to have already a network of trusted partners, accelerators, grantors, and simply great friends in Web3 world supporting and using CoinSender application. And those are mentioned in the first and second line of the pitch deck you can see. And the following line is the potential clients that we're aiming at in the long term, and with some of them we are already establishing the contacts and discussing potential opportunities together. The key of all that is probably our mother company that is called Megadev. We are IT consulting provider for Web2 enterprise companies and technical integrator partner for numerous blockchains, DAOs, decentralized applications, and other Web3 entities. So we are kind of in the middle of two worlds at that point. We have the strongest business development team with extensive network and global expertise in blockchain sector, such as Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Accenture, Polygon, Oasis, Aptos, and way more. Our fantastic technical team, having a huge experience, have a lot of developers and technical advisors in different domains, including dealing with external blockchain protocols advisory and infrastructure projects, as well as some small granted project startups. Our strong marketing team at the same time works with 400 plus ambassadors network, constantly connects with the community growth leaders and their teams with our blockchain partners that we support in CoinSender. And at our current point, we are raising approximately 1.5 million with estimation of approximately 15 million, which will be mainly going for product development, marketing, technical development, and business development. And that's how it generally is. I'm happy to answer the questions and tell more if required. Thank you very much for the attention and having me.
Yeah, thank you, Vadim. I mean, you should reduce the time of your pitch a bit for the next session. You exceeded a bit the timing, but it's fine. So let's start with the comments. Let's proceed in the reverse order, probably this time. So Konstantin, if you don't mind giving your comments first.
Yeah, I can try. Thank you for patient. It was very interesting, and I see that stage is rather solid project. Yes, we have done a lot. And for me, it's one of the questions that's not clear in terms of aim of the pitch. It's the funds for fundraise, or you change it from some other pitch for partners, or how it is?
I would say this is a general pitch. It's mainly used for fundraising presentation at that point. I only think I didn't go as deep in into the process after we are funded, what we're going to spend for, and what are there. That's probably something that I can see missing from what you're saying already.
Yes. This was my point of direction, that it's still not clear what you are taking in token and equity. If token, there's token economics. If not, then so what's some kind of elements, how we will spend it, and all these details about the round the market and possible about the market. By the way, do you have some kind of traditional stuff in terms of I forgot, there was a slide or not? Can you drop back how it's?
So here are two models. First one related to the Web3 market, circulating transactions amounts through the month. Here you can see a monthly volume is $21 billion in bulk, and this is our transaction fee, and there's the market coverage. So these are kind of projections we have at that point. And the other one, which probably I think I failed to switch, but here is the enterprise sector, which is payroll and software outsourcing services. The total market volume of service of payroll solutions, software solutions, I mean, that's kind of where we're aiming to be a part of too. And here are the projections below as well. So that's probably.
Okay. Don't you see that even now we need to spend at least some explanation and find out what is the market size, and it's not clear at all. So I have like one example that told one my friend we see this. So the ideal pitch is need to be as simple as kids book. One page, one idea, one slide that shows that idea. So there was several pages that was for me overcomplicated. I just can't even understand what it is about. I don't know. I need several minutes of a few slides just on one slide, and one of the main thing, it's okay that there is some one or two slide maybe that shows some kind of perspective to grow, to collaborate, some kind of possibilities. So someone in the end is great. So you just got some simple idea. So we've got business case. Yeah, it was really good. Then in the middle, I think it's maybe turn it a little bit other way. What type of amount of projects, how you can grow? It's some kind of more traditional way, or just to see the potential, and something out of it. It's like go to market, some more detailed way how you will arrange these numbers, but also not in many details. Just take some kind of exact use case, just for investor or for person who look on this pitch, he'll understand it in a few seconds, and not will ask you a question only in some of maybe details, but it's not to be too much overcomplicated. And then is a case in the end you put one of two in terms of all this partnership that you can arrange and all these different variants that you can go to the sides of the market that you're really like presenting to take over. But it's closer to the end. It's better. And in the end, in the beginning, it's like slowly the problem, yeah, it's good. Then something starts already a bit overcomplicated, and then very complicated in the end. Yeah. So I think if in the middle you put some better explanation of some exact use case, how you can solve some problem of exact partner and what amount of these partners you already have in your pipeline, and in what next few months, next like half a year will bring its revenue stream out of it. It will be much clearer for me, and I as like the guy who is trying to understand what for now I've got that you're solving a lot of problems, but for example, I say the previous projects are the same. I have several projects in pipeline with whom I work, but I still didn't get who, on what stage, and in what amount of problems it will be the best fit to you. So, yeah, this is my some kind of final feelings over over the end. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you very much for the details. Those are helpful extremely. And let me confirm that I got it clear. So to summarize, maybe we should go a little bit more particular on use cases and just not to go with that much of water, probably, as it sounded like. We should also add the investment strategy that we are planning, what we're raising for, what's the situation there, and fix a little bit of overcomplicated slides with the market structure and all that seem to be so work on a little bit of structure of that. So did I cover most of the points you mentioned?
Yes, I think even one main use case that you're already doing, or two main. So that's can arrange your revenue streams, or that's arrange you like new partnerships, or like some your North Star metrics that allow you to grow. So one or two use cases is just enough, and then maybe one slide to show that there are a bunch of them, will be more, and it's connected to these big businesses, Web2, Web3 enterprises, and you as a team can arrange it. And the same as I said to this previous one, it's just simple point that if you put some logos with whom you worked before, where are your teammates, in what corporation of you, especially if you go in enterprise, it's rather important. If it's from your lens that you make some decisions for them, for whom you was doing some kind of development projects. It's mean that, or this amount of enterprise product, some kind of companies. That's really easy can believe that you can cover this list if you, I don't know, have 10-20% of them that you already worked before, or them personally. And it's also the thing that I need to think over, and it's not clear out of the pitch. So one of the main questions that's need to left of the pitch is where to invest, what amount of check, and and all these details. They are just making the road to the main questions longer.
Okay, thank you very much. This really made it clear a lot to me.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, that's it from my side.
All right, so let's continue. Anna, do you want to intervene?
Yeah, sure. Thanks so much for the presentation, Vadim. I think it was good, and I like how you receive feedback. It's very positive, and I think, yeah. In terms of the, I think two things. One that's really, I think, the first question after you finish is who this company belongs to. Is this Megadev LLC? What is your relationship with the parent company? Why are you looking for investment if you already have a major partner? Maybe, I don't know if it's possible to just separate that and make it just a standalone pitch. And then when you look at your team slide, you don't see a CEO. It starts with a board member, and it CTO is someone on the position number 5. So whereas when you look at the team slide, you want to see clearly who is in charge, who's the CEO and who's the CTO, what are their backgrounds. And I think you need to restructure the team slide and understand why your company will go Megadev, a little bit confusing, and you don't even need to know a lot in advance. Maybe you should put it as a strategic partner, early stage investor, something so it's very clear what it is, who you're pitching as. Number 2 is in terms of the uniqueness, I think big question is there is very crowded market when you show the competitors, and I'm alone, I'm using, and I use several of the platforms that you had on the competitor slide. You want to know what exactly is your kind of unique maybe use case or portion of the market. Market is ginormous, it's huge, and you can for sure build a business out of it. maybe only using that affiliate marketing payout to like as a platform for those affiliates, or just one out of all the different scenarios for Web3, for example, not even connecting Web2. So it's a little bit confusing because later in the pitch, I didn't see that uniqueness of the technological solution. So I think if you can just explain that part more, and instead of like telling the story that it's already a very crowded market, both on Web3 and Web2 sides, maybe just talking more about this use case and not saying like we're starting, or you can say like we start with like payouts to affiliate marketing partners and just establishing this part. I don't know why I remember that thing. I think one of my good friends work in affiliate marketing, and I can connect you if you want to like build specifically that use case. But what I'm saying is like instead of showing again like a myriad of different cases, just tell that your platform works perfectly specifically for this audience, and then it's already will be more credible. Instead of saying it's a crowded market, there are multiple ways to apply the solution. Start with like a more refined unique kind of story, unique use case of your technology. I think two things that kind of stood out. Yeah, and I guess the offer is your ask of this fundraising should be as a separate slide, like you asking, and you said it when you were pitching, but imagine if you're sending this pitch deck to someone who cannot have the 3 minutes of you explaining. I think it would be good if you have it like separately, like as an ask and how you plan to like why you need that money essentially. Yeah, but overall, thank you.
That makes perfect sense. Thank you very much. I think I got it all as a potential upgrades, and I completely agree with everything generally. So yeah, thank you very much. One quick question, maybe you would suggest some kind of besides the potential introduction with your partner. That's obviously interesting for us. That would be great to connect separately. And in general, yeah, I mean, in general, I'll be happy to have the other opportunity to share the updated pitch and see what's the updates, because I got so many things that based from what we are discussing now. So thank you very much.
Yeah, you're in the good hands of Alona and XFounders camp. So yeah, you'll have multiple iterations, I'm sure. Yeah, it's just the beginning.
It sounds awesome. Perfect.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and thank you very much. Last but not least, Nikita, would you give your input?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I like your pitch in terms of numbers. I love it. There are some things that can be improved. Definitely, you should have a slide with a precise offer that says that you offer this with a valuation of something, etc. Secondly, you have 50 clients at the moment, right?
Yeah, right about that, a little under.
So I think you may tell us about your unit economics. Is it profitable or zero profits? That could be important to a potential investor. Number three, what's the disrupt of your project? For example, in the previous case, we have an obvious idea, a no-code platform for Web3. As far as I understand, the main idea is a one-stop shop for financial outsource. Am I right?
In our case, yeah, that's it. That's management. I mean, again, it's divided in two fields. First one is definitely what you said for budget accounting, utilizing blockchain and Web3 technologies for that. And the others is more Web3 focused. I would say Web3 geeks, as we call them, and I'm probably part of this team. And the idea mainly there is working on airdrops, quests, small local incentives. Somebody does POAP, NFTs, proof of attendance after attending some event and making cool pictures, whatever. So yeah, we got kind of a variety of approaches there, but I definitely get that we would need to point something out.
Okay. And the last one, I haven't seen any competitors. I mean, in your pitch, you should have mentioned them also.
No, there was a slide with multiple competitors. This one,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
has
okay.
quite a lot of them.
That I
This
missed.
maybe not sensible, but
Okay, so what are the main pros and cons of your project in terms of the competitors you've mentioned?
our main advantage here is that we are best of both worlds, as I mentioned, and we like having an enterprise background as a software development team. We know the headaches and the pains of accounting, and we bring efficient Web3 solutions, including blockchain and other Web3 related technologies, to solve those problems. And that's kind of what no one of those competitors does, because what they do is they focus either on Web2 or Web3, and those are pretty big names here, but none of them, bring one technology into another world to solve another world's technology. That's how I would say it.
Okay, okay.
It was clear enough from the pitch deck.
So have you tried to evaluate all the numbers that the competitors have in terms of money? I mean, what's the market share of all of them?
I think this deep, detailed marketing analysis is in progress now. We don't have it done yet with the transparent numbers and some facts that we can rely on. We have a vision, but not that clear yet, probably.
Yeah, okay. Any unicorns in here?
I don't think so. I mean, pretty big ones are
I
request.
think Gusto/Gusto is definitely unicorn, like deal. It raised a ginormous amount of money. Both of them are like
Remote is
like
one of
really big. Remote as well, and Papaya Global. Yeah, I personally use both Gusta, like currently is my platform for payroll and deal, and we also now have one more platform which is, I'm blinking, but it's very, very popular now. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of them right now, and all of this are like ADP is huge. Not even UK, it's like just as a global company. Yeah, all of them are like quite big. Yeah, in the two space.
Yeah, that's cool. Due to the fact that there are some big companies, you can easily state that you can be the next one that could be as big as this one or even bigger. So you have a history of your sector, and I think that's a big advantage for you.
Thank you.
Anyway, I don't see the numbers. You haven't stated them. You should do it definitely. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you.
Sounds clear. Thank you very much. The numbers will be definitely added, and I like this idea you brought to me, that we can point out that CoinSender may become one of the unicorns that are mentioned in the, like, being early stage of the same big sphere. That's great argument. So thanks for that too.
Okay, so Vadim, if you have any questions or comments or just general feedback on the session, you can give it now, and then we will wrap it up, because it's already, well, 6 p.m. for me and 8 p.m. for you, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, that was nice. Thank you very much for the feedback and the vision been given. It's extremely efficient all the time to collect the feedback. That's what we do for the product as well as for the ways we present it. So that was extremely efficient experience, and notes are taken down. I can't wait to put the team back to work and fix all these things that now they sound obvious as we discussed that. I wish I would see that from before, but we're here to build it. So thanks again. Really appreciate it. Nice experience, just as the last time it was. So happy to take it on. Thank you.
Lovely. Okay, guys, so we will be waiting for the improved decks of yours. Just send them over once they're ready. I would like to express my gratitude on behalf of the entire XFounders team to our experts. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, and for those listening to us today, if you want to join XFounders community and also receive a lot of feedback on your DAX and on your product strategy, please join us. Yes, I think Anna shared something in the chat. So Vadim, make sure to pick this information for yourself. All right, so all the information about XFounders community is on our website and in our social media. Feel free to reach out anytime. Thank you very much, everyone, and have an amazing evening. Thank you. See you next time.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.